Hey, what's up everyone? Jaggy Gangat here. So welcome to Business Class for Professionals 1, Day 4, where in the past few days, what we've worked on is we developed, I've taught you the fundamentals and the essentials that you need in order for you to start your business. Now here in Business Class for Professionals 1, this is entitled The System, primarily because the goal of this course, online course program, is to help you understand and be able to provide you with the right tools and the right system for you to launch your business in the most effective and smartest way possible. So let's get to it. So the system is basically a process, a customer journey. It is a process and a system that online businesses, or any businesses for that particular matter, that uses and utilizes the power of online marketing and digital marketing should follow. Because why? Because it is an easy automated system that you can do to help you keep track of all your campaigns, on all of your businesses, on all of your marketing goals, and eventually, of course, for you to understand and see how your sales are going based on the efforts that you have put. Now, one of the advantages of utilizing this power, utilizing this system, is that we are able to see and understand the data that we need in order for our businesses, no matter what industry, what creative industry you're in, for it to grow. Now, don't get me wrong. Traditional marketing is a very, very powerful tool, and we've done it in the past, and I've done it personally in the past, where we did networking with attending networking events and marketing our services to people, and it is a powerful tool, But the only problem with traditional marketing is that we are not able to keep track of all the data, of all the records, of all the information that we need in order for our business to grow, in order for us to analyze how we can further gauge and further interact with our customers. Now, this system is designed to help you exactly with that, for you to understand who your market better, where they are, and how you can provide more value and service to them. Now, in the system, this is a series of methods, strategies, and processes that I will be teaching you in this very course. So before anything else, let's get to it. So we are here now at the system. So there are three steps basically before launching the entire system. There are three steps that you need in order for you to launch. So step 1 is building your foundation. So over the past 3 days of this online course program, I taught you how you can build your business foundation. I taught you the business knowledge that you need, market analysis. I also taught you how to develop your products or services, and your value ladder some way. Those are the things that you need for the step 1 in order for you to build your foundation, your business foundation. Now, step 2 is setting up your tools. Now, I hope you were able to download the guidebook and the toolkit that I have provided in day 3 for you to better understand what tools you will be needing. And I hope at this point you were able to set up or create the accounts for the tools that we will be needing for this system. So in step 2, you need to understand the tools and then create your accounts and then develop your system. So basically, in the guidebook and the toolkit that I have provided you, you have seen an overview of what the system looks like. Now, in this course, I will be explaining much in depth about those tools and how you can utilize it and how you can use that to your advantage. Step 3 is the testing and scaling. So after we have tested out this system, once we have already developed this system for you, once we have created the system, the next step now is to test and launch your system and then collect data. Now, it is very, very important for you to collect and understand and analyze the data that you are receiving based on the efforts that you have done using the system. Now, once we have collected enough data, that's the time now we can assess which one works best, which one isn't working. Scratch those elements that are not working and focus on what is working. And then we repeat, and then that's the time when we scale. So, before anything else, disclaimer, this system is not an easy money scheme that will guarantee you success and wealth. Take note of that, because there is no such thing as an easy money business, unless of course you are doing business in the unconventional and sometimes probably illegal ways, but there is no easy way for you to generate success and wealth. But this system is a powerful and easy to do and easy to understand method that can provide you with great results. So the system is a tool. Now, how you use the tool will be really dependent on you. But again, the results are still dependent on how you execute these system or these tools. Okay, so again, the results are dependent on your efforts. So you will see results based on how much effort and how well you execute the tools and the system. So my goal for you, for the entire business class for professionals 1, is to provide you with the right tools and strategies that you will need for your business. So again, in days 1, 2, and 3, I have taught you I have provided you with a knowledge base for you to start your business. Hopefully by now you have a better understanding of how your business or how a business works. All right? So, online marketing. Why online marketing? Like I said earlier, online marketing is a very powerful tool primarily because of one reason: data. You are able to analyze and acquire data, and you can easily, because online marketing, because the online marketing platforms and tools have already provided or have already stored these data about your market, it is way much easier to tap into them. So imagine this. Imagine a billboard ad, and then of course thousands of people every day get to see that billboard ad. And let's say out of those thousands, a couple of hundred people are interested with your advertisement, and then they search up online or they go to your store. But yes, you have the eyeballs. Yes, you've had the eyeballs. That you've gotten the attention of those market, but once people come into your store, you don't exactly know where they come from. With online marketing, you know where they are coming from, and you know where they are, and you already know how to target them specifically for you to get the most conversions. For you to get the most conversions as possible, right? So online marketing is a powerful tool. It is relatively cheap and cost effective. Basically, everybody is online, and the attention is in the internet. So if you've seen a lot of, I'm sure your friends, family, and everybody else is already on the internet. Most, if not all, are on the internet. And where are they most hanging out, or where is the attention most at? Basically, it's in their mobile phones, or in their laptops, or in their tablets, or in their computers, because everybody, basically, a lot of people, most, if not all, is already connected via the internet. Online marketing is a very easy way, it's a very powerful way to easily target your customers. But most importantly, again, I'd like to emphasize, is that you have access to these data. All right? So basically, what is the system? Okay, I'm gonna run down. I'm sure you've seen this. I'm sure you've seen this in the toolkit that I have provided you. So I'm just gonna go and review what the system basically is. So number 1 is your product or service. Now, basically, in the last 3 days, we have discussed how you can develop your product and your services based on your market. Similar with number 2, your product or services key benefit feature. Now, it is important that you know and understand your product or your service's key benefit or feature. Basically, this is what makes your business or your products and services very unique, again, among your competitors. This is your highest unique proposition value that you will provide to your customers and market. Number 3 is your distribution channel. Your distribution channels basically are the tools and the platforms that you will need to use, that you should use to distribute your message, your marketing campaigns, basically your brand across a plethora of your potential target market. Number 4 is your lead magnet or free offer. Now, this does not technically need to be a free offer, but a lead magnet is basically what you will need in order for you to attract the right customers to your business. Now, number 5 is your web page. Later on in this course, I will be discussing the importance and why a web page, not a website, is an important tool, an important asset for your business. Number 6, your sales letter or sales video is basically the message that you send, the actual message that you send to your market using, number 3, your distribution channel. Your sign-up form is an important aspect and an important asset to your online business because this is the very tool that you will be using to get information about your customers. Number 8 is your your email automated sequence. Now, what is this? Basically, an email automated sequence basically is what you will need to use in order for you to grow your audience, in order for you to build credibility, build trust, and build a relationship among your potential market, in hopes that later on they would become your customers. Now, your sales pitch 1 or your low ticket offer is what you will be using in order for your target market and your target audience to have their one foot inside your business. Your continuity sequence is basically what you will be using to further build relationship, credibility, and trust among your target market, build trust among your potential market around your product or your services. Your sales pitch number 11, your sales pitch number 2 or your medium ticket offer is basically what you offer to your audiences, to your potential market, for you to also filter out who among your prospects are most likely to become your best customers. Number 12, your strengthening sequence is similar to number 10, your continuity sequence, where you further strengthen the relationship that you have with your customers using your automated email sequences. Number 13 is your high-end pitch. Basically, this is the highest value or the highest value that you can provide to your customers. This is your primary product or your primary service that you will be selling to your audience. Number 14 is your continuity sequence. Again, similar to number 10 and number 12. You will be using this number 14 and in this number 14, this is basically your after sales customer service and value building service that you will provide to your customers for you to be able to ascend them up your value ladder and onto the next service or the next product or service that you will be offering to them. And once they have gotten to that level, you just basically have to repeat the entire system. Now, so basically this is how the system works. I know you must be thinking, you might be still a bit confused as to how you can utilize this in your business. Now, this is the reason why I made this course, to help you better understand what the system is and how beneficial it is for your business. Okay, so let's get to it. Now, before we dive into much details, I'd like to show you this case study. This is an advertisement by Mall of Asia Arena. Mall of Asia Arena is basically an events ground where concerts, where events, where sports are being held. Now they launched this ad, they launched this marketing campaign which states, which act do you want to see at the Mall of Asia Arena this 2018? Now, I think it was in day three of this online course program, I taught you the importance of knowing who your market are, where they are hanging out, and what they want. Because by understanding who your market are, where they are, and by also, most importantly, understanding what they want, it is easy for you to basically give them what they want for the highest profit possible. Now, this is a very smart marketing strategy and tactic that the Mall of Asia Arena used, because instead of them guessing what next act or what next concert that would be, that would bring them the most profit, they simply asked their audience. Now, they did three things. First, they asked people what they want. Then, once they have gotten those feedback, they analyzed their customers' feedback and their reactions. And of course, people technically would, suggest the act that they want to see. Now, once Mall of Asia Arena has gotten those information and those data, they simply analyze which concert or which music artist they think that would be most profitable based on the demand of their audience. So the number three, they'll simply give what the public mass wants for the highest profit. Now, isn't that a really smart move? So taking this into consideration, instead of you guessing what people want based on what your strengths are and based on what you want, you simply ask them what they want. And then by asking your market what they want, you would then understand and see and know if there is a demand for your service. Now, in this case, if you see a demand for your product or your service, then that's the time you give it to them. All right? Now, case study number 2, I'd like to show you this. This is an advertisement by McDonald's. It says, "Enjoy a free small coffee from Feb 28 to March 6." Now, why is this a really effective marketing campaign? Yes, they are giving away free coffee, and McDonald's is spending a lot of money just to provide their customers with free coffee. But at the same time, this technically is a lead magnet. This is a lead magnet because it attracts customers towards their restaurants, towards their branches to get the free coffee. Now, what's the advantage, or what is after this when people come into their store for a free coffee? Well, basically they upsell. So to better understand this, this marketing campaign, this marketing strategy is a bait or a lead magnet for their customers. And then once the customers are now inside their stores, they basically upsell to a higher priced product or a higher priced meal. So do you see that? Because people, if you are to understand the logic behind this, people are, they tend to be shy and embarrassed if people, other people get to see them that they are there just for the free coffee. Yes, there might be some people who would do that, but psychologically thinking, people, in order for them to not look cheap around other people, of course they would get a free coffee and then buy a new product. So by McDonald's giving away free coffee for a limited time, it attracts, people. People would come in, get the free coffee, and then later on buy more food. So this marketing strategy is done in a traditional sense because you have a brick and mortar. But the only disadvantage of this is that McDonald's does not get cannot further build relationships with their customers by they don't ask for their customers' information. Their branding or their public relations team, they do that. They connect and communicate with their audiences. But for your business, it is important, since you are starting out, or if you have started your business and you are finding ways to scale your business, it is important for you to understand who your market is. It is important for you to get to interact and communicate with your market in a more personal way, because if you are a startup or if you are planning to start a business, tendency is that you don't have enough, we don't have enough budget to hire a PR team, which would cost millions and millions, or we don't have enough budget to hire a branding team who would do all those communication stuff for us. So, all right. So case study 3, I'm sure you're very familiar with this one, because somehow I am pretty much sure that you've seen this, because you will not be here if you did not see this. So case study number 3 is, how can you start your career in the smartest way possible? I'm sure you've seen somewhere this video ad that I made. Now, let me ask you, what is this? What type, or what is this, what is this video for? Well, basically, this is also similar to McDonald's, this is a lead magnet or a bait, where I tap into, where I broadcast this video ad for everyone to see, for everyone who is interested, in starting their career or business in the smartest way possible. So how does this go? So this is the video ad. As you can see on the screen, this is the video ad, and then once you have watched the video and you were convinced that you want to start your career or your business in the smartest way possible, you click on the link from the advertisement, and then you are led to this page. This basically is your web page, or a catch page, or a landing page. Now, there are several terms that you can call this, but basically the function is the same. The goal of this catch page, this web page, or this landing page, is for you to filter out those prospects who are really interested in your business. Now, in this catch page, landing page, or web page, there are, you see the video, because people need to see a follow-up, that they are, and they need to see an assurance that they are clicking on the right link. So I applied the same video in order for them to see that they are on the right page, that they clicked on the right page from the ad from Facebook. Now, in this web page, or in this landing page, I've detailed out that I've written a headline that says, "Discover the powerful tools, methods, and systems that your professional career need for you to achieve your potential growth." In this headline, I make use of the principle of the wants and the need. Now, over the last 3 days, I've talked about what the principle of the want and need is for, and then the most important thing about this web page is what you can see to the right, is the sign up form. Now, this sign up form is where my potential customers, my potential audience who would like to start their careers and their businesses in the smartest way possible, this is where they would sign up in order to get the free course. See, above the sign up form, it says, "Sign up now to receive your free first course." So again, that is another free offer that I am offering for them, for my prospects, for my customers, to enter their details, for me to be able to communicate with them later on, and for them to access the free video. Right? So once they have signed up, their contact details and their emails and their email addresses are then stored in this database, in this email list, which like I mentioned earlier, I will be using for further communication later on. And then once they have signed up, and once their emails are stored in my database, then they are now led to this page. Basically, you can see in this page, this is basically my medium, or the low ticket offer, or the medium ticket offer that I am providing. Now, what you can see on the top of the web page is the free course that I promised when people sign up. So when people go in here, they watch the video, they watch the free course, a really valuable free course that they can, once they have watched it, they can already get to better understand how they can attack and how they can utilize their business. Now, after watching the video, they would scroll down, and this is my first sales pitch, or actually this is the second sales pitch, because the first sales pitch is on the landing page. This second sales pitch is the message that I send across my potential market, my potential audiences, my potential customers, for them to understand what it is, what they can get what value they can get once they have purchased this online course program, which is basically the business class for professionals 1. And then I've included the sales pitch, and then the offer, and then a button, and then a testimonial video at the end, just to add that cherry on top. That it's the purpose of this testimonial video. I'm sure you know what the purpose of a testimonial video is to help the audiences assess if this course is right for them, if this course is valuable enough for them to be able to buy, right? So looking back again, so the first one is the bait and the lead magnet. The second is the catch page, web page, or also the filter, because this is where we filter out only those who are really interested. Because in the bait and the lead magnet, a lot of people would click on the link, but once they have landed to the landing page, it's not always, most of the time, that they will sign up, because they might realize that I am not interested, or this is not the thing for me, which is okay. So we filter out only those who are really interested and those who are really have the potential to be our customers. Now the email list is the database or the prospect base. So this is our database or our prospect base, where we store all the information of the potential customers that can become our future customers, our future buying customers. Now the last is the sales page, right? So the goal of the bait and the lead magnet is to raise awareness to attract potential and interested customers. The purpose of the catch page web page is to define and refine only those interested in the prospect, like what I have mentioned earlier. And then the third one is the storage of prospect information for continuity sequences and future sales pitches, because now I have this is now what I call my controlled traffic, because I have now a database of potential customers who I can constantly communicate with and provide greater value for me to be able to convert them later on as customers. Now sales page is the first conversion stage, right? So what I've shown you is basically the simplest form of the system or of the sales process. This system or program or funnel is already a powerful tool which you can already use for your business. Now remember guys, this system, to put it in a general perspective, is your customer and your sales journey. Basically, you have created a system for your customer's journey from being a cold lead into a qualified lead. So I hope you get to understand and you get to imagine why this is a powerful tool, because you control every step of the way. You dictate and you define the success of every step of the way, because this would be dependent on your skills, on your knowledge, and on your creativity, and how you are able to best communicate your services or your products to your audience. Despite this system being a really powerful tool, tendency is that this isn't always the case for everybody. Why not? Because there are certain steps along the way that not always that people who came from your bait or your lead magnet would eventually convert. There is let's say a 1:10 or 10:1 ratio, that for every 10 people coming in from your bait or your lead magnet, there is only one, or sometimes less than one, conversion. So what do we do? Well, the reason why an email list or a database is a very important tool and a very important asset in your business is because you can build communication, you can build credibility, you can build trust and relationship with your audiences, and then in hopes that you can further along the way provide them enough value and convince them, and then when they are ready, that's the time that they will buy from you. So make sure during this process is that you are able to prepare your customers or your potential audiences enough. You can prepare them so that when they are ready to purchase, they are confident that they are purchasing from the right person or from the right business, right? So that this is one of the important email. So email marketing is basically an important asset for you to win back those customers who have who have had doubts or second thoughts about purchasing your product or your services. So how does an email list work? So once you have an email list, they are automatically subscribed or enrolled in an email sequence where you build credibility and relationship. You build credibility and relationship in every email every automated email that you send out. So once a potential prospect enters your email list, they are given a sequence of emails that you should tailor in order for you to achieve your goal of hopefully hopefully converting them into customers. So once a subscriber enters your list, they get an email sequence. They get a first email sequence, and then afterwards, after some time, depending on how long you would want these intervals to be, they get another email. They get another email, and they get a third email, and they get a fourth email, and so on and so forth. The purpose of this is to build trust and credibility. Now, it is important that you do not spam your potential customers. What do I mean by that? You should not always send them sales letters and sales pitches that you are always hard selling your products or your services to them, because that can be too annoying. So the better way that you can do is to build and provide value. Okay? So what you do is provide value and build trust in order to build that relationship with your client. Again, remember, the goal is for you to build enough credibility and relationship to prepare them so that when the time comes that they are ready to purchase, they are confident that they are purchasing from the right person or for the right business. Right? So email sequence 1 is, the purpose of the first email is to raise more awareness about their problems, about the problems that they have. Provide small but valuable solutions to their problems. Just provide tiny, small solutions. Just for them to understand, for them to see that you are willing to help them out. And then the purpose also of the first email sequence is to turn cold leads into warm leads. So remember, again, if you were able to study and watch my previous course in this online course programs, I taught you the types of leads. So cold leads basically are those who know nothing about you, and then warm leads, they know something about you, and then qualified leads are those leads or potential customers who are most likely to buy from you. So the goal of this first email sequence is to turn cold leads into warm leads, right? Email sequence 2, the purpose is to build on their desires. It's time to build on their desires. You show them the desires and the wants that they have. Similar to the Mall of Asia Arena sample case study I showed you earlier. You build on their desires, and then second is to further show their problems and your solutions, right? Then number 3 is build more trust, and then number 4 is showcase benefits. All right. The next email sequence is, it's now time to introduce your products or your services as the solution. So this is the very first time that you are now sort of hard selling your products or your services to your potential customers. And then one of the goals also of the third email sequence is to further enhance the benefits and the results of your product or your services. So remember, guys, I want to emphasize that you need to sell, or you should sell, the benefits of your product or your services rather than the features, because features can get too boring, it's too technical, there might be jargons or terms that your customers might not understand. But by selling based on their desires, based on the benefits that they can receive from your product or your service, then that is a more that is a more stable ground that you can have, that you can both understand each other, because basically everybody understands desires and wants and solutions to their problems, right? And then again, provide more value, and then you can also showcase social proof. What are social proof? Basically, social proof are testimonials from your past clients, for your past customers, what they think about it and how they feel about your products or your services. Basically, you are showing proof that your product or your services is a good option for your customer, right? So the next is sell your products and your services. So this is the time now that you introduce and really, go hard selling on your products, but not too hard sell. Just, because from email sequences 1, 2, and 3, you have already built a relationship. It's now time for you to offer your products or services. And then in this stage, you can also provide discounts or value-added services or products, freebies and bonuses, discounts, and so on. And then in the fourth sequence is that you can also show scarcity, that your offer, that what you're offering, the discount or the value-added services or the bonuses, are for a limited time only. This makes them feel, and this gives them the sense of urgency to purchase right there and then, right? Now, don't limit yourself. In this sample, I showed you 4 email sequences. But the thing is, the number of email sequences will depend on your sales cycle. So it does not have to be just 4 email sequences. You can do more. You can do 5. You can do 10. You can do 20. It all depends on your sales cycle. How fast do you want to convert a sale? Of course, a lot of you might think that I want to have a sale, I want to generate sales as early as today or as early as within 24 hours. That is possible, but those types of purchases are for your short-term goals, which I will be explaining also later, how you can utilize the power of email for your short-term goals. The benefit of doing building trust and rapport and relationship with your customers is that you get to build a good client base of loyal customers, and that is what you want for your long-term goal. So the number of the number of automated email sequences will highly depend on your sales cycle and on your marketing strategy. All right, so if you're starting a business, or if you have a business, please do consult your marketing or your marketing team about this, for you to better understand your market better and how often and how fast they are more likely to convert, depending on your product. So because if let's say, for example, if you're selling real estate, which costs millions and millions of pesos, tendency is that not always that people will buy right away. Of course, they want to build trust with the seller, with the developer, or with the real estate agent. So it all depends on how long it would take for your customers to convert. All right? So again, the number of days, or how long it would take for your prospects to receive the next email would also be dependent on again your marketing strategy or your sales cycle. Your emails 1 and 2 can have your emails 1 and 2 can have a time in between, whether it be days, weeks, months, or sometimes it could be hours. Again, it would depend on the messages that you are sending across. Just don't spam them and send them emails every minute, every hour. That would be too annoying, which would result to unsubscriptions, right? So, but it is ideal, if you were to ask me, it is ideal to send them updates every day, because by constantly putting yourself out there in front of your potential market, they get to know you better. They get to be familiar with your name or with your business. Now that is a strategy for for brand retention, for higher brand retention, and hopefully for conversion and referrals in the future. All right. Now I'd like to show you another similar, a supplementary tool for email marketing, which is messenger marketing. Now messenger marketing is an entirely different platform altogether. It works similar with email marketing, and I would be discussing and I would be doing another course specifically on messenger marketing soon. All right. So now that you have understood the general overview of what the system is in its simplest and most basic form, the next thing that and I am really excited to teach you now is that it's now time to start building your system. All right. Hey guys, so thank you for watching the free preview of this online course program, the Business Class for Professionals 1, the system, and I hope you learned something, somehow learned something, and something valuable that you can apply and use to your business. Now this, the preview that you just saw is just a fraction of the entire business course program, because I will be teaching a lot more. I will be teaching a lot more in-depth insights and tools and strategies, and I will build your knowledge. I will help you get there. So if you enjoyed this, and if you learned something with this from the free preview, then I am confident and I can assure you that you will learn a lot more. You can learn tons and tons more by watching and enrolling for the entire experience. All right. My goal is to help you launch your career this year, right now, in the smartest and in the strongest way possible. All right. So if you are interested, if you like the video and if you like the free view, then please do click on the link below and enroll. I guarantee that you will like and you would love the course. All right. So thank you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.